Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Those who are the victims of logic, they always justify their sufferings logically. Such wrong use of the faculty of inquiry creates unwanted questions like subtle is the cause and gross is the effect. Vision is subtle, no color, no form. Objects are with color, with form. Mind is subtle, words are gross. Mind is the cause, words are the effect. Very easy. Then, out of that one conscious existence, how come both the gross world of matter comes out, and out of the same consciousness, how come the principle of life comes out? Please explain. This question was also seen in Upanishad. One student asked this question to his guru. This question. So the Guru Maharaj said, "Oh, you are so intelligent. Okay. Gross cannot be the cause. Cause is always subtle." He said, "Very good. You have really studied, understood everything." Then he told, "Chant Purusha Sukta." So the student, inspired, started chanting. Om Sahasrashir Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad Sabhumim Ashvato Vrutva Adhyadishta Dashankulam. The whole thing he chanted perfectly. Guru Maharaj says, "You are a genius, so nice." Whenever the teacher praises a student, he is taking him for a ride. And whenever the teacher scolds the student, he has a real love for the student. So, the student became so happy. Guru Maharaj is praising him. He said, now onwards, don't take food and don't take water, okay? Till I tell you. So, breakfast time came and sit in my room only. Breakfast time came, the Guru Maharaj said, "Hey, get my breakfast here, I am not coming to the dining hall, okay?" Breakfast came. Enjoy it. Aha! Today's breakfast is so good. Enjoy it. And the disciple watching, but he can't eat. Then lunch time came, same thing. Evening time came, same thing. Nothing given to him yet. One day completely gone. Second day gone. Third day again Guru Maharaj asked him, "My dear, please come. How are you feeling? Huh? No, are you okay? Huh?" Not able to even understand anything. He said, "Anyway, that day you chanted Purusha Sukta so well, I was thrilled. Will you please chant?" After chanting perfectly, he got the gift of no food. So, no, you try, you can, you know it by heart. And then he started Sahasra, Sahasra, Sahasra. Sahasrapad, Sahasra. What is this? I don't know, I don't remember what is happening. Never mind. Go and take little bit of lime water and eat little food. Okay? Don't eat one in one go, it will be troublesome. Eat slowly, slowly. He did that. After 2 days, he became normal. Again he got. Maharaj, I will not chant this Purusha Sutta. He said, your question was answered. What was your question? How the gross can be the cause and subtle is the effect. Food is gross. Memory is subtle. See? Same way, if Paramatma is absolute subtle, then out of that one conscious blissful existence, how can the two things come out? Inert world as well as sentient beings? It doesn't click. There has to be different causes. See? And therefore it is said, Anna Janyam Mano Deha Swacham Yatvat Tataivatau Mayito Api Sarvasmat Annasmat Satchatam Gatau. See, both. The food, when it is consumed, what the food does, provides the material for the tissues, gross tissues. So muscles are developed, bones are developed by the same food. And the same food is also used for giving energy to the mind. See? Exactly the same way. The same reality supports both the inert world and the sentient world. Because the difference is where the conscious reality is expressing. This example I told you yesterday. When we apply fire to the water in a pan, only heat will be seen. Does it mean that fire doesn't have light? But when the same fire is applied to the wood, both light and heat comes. Therefore, we have to clearly, distinctly have this understanding that differences are not in the reality, but the conditioning through which the differences are expressed. See? Like mind is one. Now the same mind, when it is coming out of the eyes, becomes a vision. That doesn't mean behind the 5 sense organs there are 5 minds. No. Therefore, this kind of question is not meaningful. Chidrupatvam cha sambhavyam chitvenaiva prakashanat sarvasham sankalpa sarvakalpana shaktayaha mayaya dushkaram nahi. Now here, Maya word should be clearly understood. It is the God's divine Maya that the whole world is created. Now what is Maya? See? Maya is the inherent potentiality associated with the truth. See? And for that there is no cause, no question why. But when we ask unwanted question, we are lost away from the spiritual quest. Now what is this Maya? 1 or 2 examples will make it clear. See? We can see by our eyes only a light spectrum in the in between the violet and red Vibgyo. Only between these 2 extremes the vision can function. Vision cannot go beyond that. Therefore, if we insist that what I cannot see with my eyes, I don't believe. So you are under the influence of Maya. So what is Maya? Maya is a measured experience. But the instrument through which we are measuring, if that instrument is having limitation, that doesn't mean that it is ultimate. No. See? Therefore, this is one meaning of Maya. So apply it now in general. General it will be All the knowledge that we gather is through the sense organs, mind and intellect. Am I audible to all? Backside? Okay. Because these people got up here, so maybe they are. Am I disturbing your sleep? Then, sorry for disturbing your sleep. It is said you should never disturb anybody's sleep. That is the Mahapapa. And I need it. See, whatever knowledge we gather through sense organs, mind and intellect, and if we insist that only this is the truth, and if you want me to know the reality, I should be able to comprehend the reality through the sense organs or the mind or the intellect. This obsession is the effect of Maya. If God is there, why can't I see that? You are under influence of Maya. See, friends, because it is the limitation of the instrument through which we want to comprehend the infinite. So, this is Maya. Now, next understanding. Maya is the inherent potentiality in the divine. Do we ever ask a question, why the fire is hot? Now, what is the fire and heat? See, friends, you can learn from day-to-day experiences. The fire is hot, but the heat does not burn the fire. Sugar is sweet, but the sugar does not suffer from diabetes. The cobra has venom, but the cobra doesn't suffer from the poisoning because that is its natural state. Now, if we don't waste our time in asking this question, why the fire is hot? Why God created this world? Why I am miserable? Why other people are earning money? Why I can't do it? So to this question, what will be the reply? Why? Because the sky is too high. Unwanted question. If you want to protect yourself from this unwanted inquiry, delete these two words from your vocabulary. Which? Why and how? On that question will come. But why? So whole life we are whiling away the life by howling at the life. See, friends, now apply the same principle. We never ask a question, why the fire is hot? After we accept the fire is hot, thereafter we start thinking that fire is hot, therefore how to deal with this fire which is hot so that the same heat, the destructive power of the fire is brought to our benefit. That is thinking. But why the fire is hot is a stupidity. Exactly the same way. Chidrupam cha sambhavyam chitvene prakashana sarva sankalpa shaktayaha maya dushkaram nahi. Therefore, it is natural, don't waste time on this. So, like the fire and heat, similarly, Paramatma and his potentiality got the Maya. So, in the electricity, which is energy, energy does not have shape, energy does not have size, energy does not have color. Only in electricity there is no light. Only in the bulb there is no light. When these two fellows come together, then the light comes. Now, because we can see the things in the light, does it mean light is a reality? See? So, light appears under n number of conditions. And therefore, when the bulb becomes fused, where the light has gone, in search of another bulb, where to enter? When the bulb with the light, you weigh, suppose it is 10 gram, if it is fused, will it reduce the weight? Think. This is the inherent potentiality that we all have. See? And this potentiality will not disturb us. But what happens? We are unable to handle it. Therefore, this world is created by the Maya, divine potentiality, and it has been there. Therefore, the fire is never burnt because of the heat. Similarly, Paramatma is never influenced by the world. Our vision is not influenced by the colors and the forms. The water is not influenced by the fish in the water. The space is not influenced by the contents. It is so simple, friends. Only recognize. Asmin nidrapi jiveshu chaitano swapnago srujet mahamaya srujati iti ascharya kimattate. Even in our own dream, in our own sleep, don't we create the whole dream? What is a dream? First, 5 elements. Thereafter, inert world. Mountains, rivers, trees, everything. Then the animals, human beings, vehicles, everything. When our dumb mind can create the whole dream world, can't Paramatma create this world? See? And do we ask a question? But in the dream I had such a lovely dream. I won almost few $1 million in my lottery. But unfortunately, I woke up and I could not smuggle that money in the waking. Therefore, friends, remember, as much dream is not real, it appears. That much waking is also not real, it appears. The day when you will digest this statement, you have taken a long leap on the spiritual quest. Not difficult. How? This dream is appearing not 24/7, a little time. They say medically, I don't know. They say every dream is maximum 1 or 2 minutes. It is not long. And in that dream, we are going to USA, we go to Alaska, we go to the North Airport, we go to the South Pole, we have accidents, everything. And we, in that accident, we fall and we get up. Oh, thank God it was a dream. When the dream is going on very well, it will never break. Exactly the same way. When this waking dream is going on very well, it will never break. But suddenly, one day, something happens. And then we start re-evaluating our own life. See, friends. Therefore, even in our dream, we create the whole world and it disappears. So, what is the difficulty for Paramatma and his Jiva and his Maya to create this world? Therefore, don't worry about why, how, where from the world. Worry about yourself, who you are. And when this inquiry changes the source, what will come to our cognition will be, we will change our standpoint in life. This point also I told a number of times. Real spiritual practices change your standpoint. Our standpoint is, I am inside the body, the world is outside the body. By this, you can never get rid of the samsara. Samsara will continue. Upanishad says, Dvitiyatvai bhayam bhavati. Wherever there is a sense of otherness, three things happen, four things happen. First thing, desire. Second thing, anger. Third thing, greed. Fourth thing, fear. And when we take ourselves to be limited by the body and the world is outside. See, there was a group of youngsters going for hiking in the mountains. And one lazy youngster with the backpack and the tent and everything, he was lingering behind and others were going ahead. But it became evening, now he can't see properly, light is also not there, he was damn tired, know what to do. So he decided, let me fix my tent and sleep. He can't walk anymore. He did that. Lie down inside. And in no time, a tiger came smelling the food, human being. And the tiger started, Om Brahmarpanam. Brahmavi, Brahmagno, Brahmana Utam. When he started, that time this boy was so tired and therefore he started snoring. And the tiger got frightened and ran away. For that boy who was in sleep, for him there was no sense of otherness. But for the tiger, there was a sense of otherness. Therefore, friends, what is the difference between the waking and the dream experience? It is exactly the same. See? Once we recognize these simple points, on the basis of this, many scriptural principles were diagnosed. There was a guru, and he got up in the morning and started crying. So all the disciples came. Guru Maharaj, what happened? I tell you, I had a very bad dream and I am suffering because of that. I am so unfortunate. Guru Maharaj, you told us that dream is an illusion. You only taught us why you are crying. No, you don't allow me to talk. Okay, sir, what is the problem? Problem is, in the dream, I dreamt I am a butterfly. Anyway, it was a dream over. Now you are our Guru Maharaj. Have a cup of coffee. No, let me talk. Okay. Then he said, my question is, whether your Guru was dreaming that he is a butterfly or the butterfly is dreaming that he is Guru. You tell me. See, friends, the one who is supporting both the butterfly and the Guru is definitely other than them. Therefore, Sarvajnatvadi Cheshe Kalpaitva Pradarshe Dharminam Kalpe Yasyaha Ko Bhano Dharma Kalpane. Therefore, this Maya only creates these kind of faculties. Ishvara is what? Sarvajna. See? Sarvajna means omniscient, omnipotent. And Jiva is with less power, with less knowledge. How can this happen? It is possible depending upon the totality and individuality equation. And therefore, don't worry and waste your time where from the world is created, how the world is created. Our attention should be come back to yourself. See? One simple example. I have got a lot of property, a big family, the wives and the children. Wives? Yes, 4 of them. Children and everything. Now, if my wife dies, what happens to me? Happiness. The second wife dies. I continue to be. But when I die, there is no wife, no property, no nothing. So where are all they? They are in me, but I am not in them. Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, Bhagavan says. Maya tadamidam sarvam jagadam vyakta murtina masthani sarva bhutani nachaham teshu avastita nacha masthani bhutani pashyame yogam aishwaram bhuta brahmaja bhutastaha mamatma bhuta bhavada. This meaning we can take through example. The water says, all the ocean and the waves are in me, but I am not in them. But to be frank, neither they are in me nor I am in them, although I am supporting all of them. See how contradictions are there. So, I am in them. So, the waves are in the ocean. See? But ocean is not influenced by the waves. When waves are born, ocean is not born. When waves grow, ocean doesn't grow. When waves fight, ocean doesn't fight. When the waves die, nothing happens to ocean. Now, from the water's point of view, the water doesn't drown in the ocean, nor is born or die with the waves. Therefore, water says, I support everything, but nothing disturbs me. Now, this is the principle. This principle we read and go ahead. Please friends. Therefore, scriptural study should be done, not academically. Scriptural study should be done. How can we apply that principle in our day-to-day life? Otherwise, we are teaching, see, cigarette smoking is very bad, people should stop smoking cigarette. I also smoke, but I am trying to reduce. Then, after giving this lecture, I go to the pawn shop. Cigarette is there? Yes. My brand? Then I look at it. Whether it is authentic or not. And the return on the cigarette packet. Cigarette smoking is injurious to it. It is correct. Give 5 more packets. What is the use of that reading? In the same manner, we only study academically and therefore we are not benefiting. See, friends, I tell you how Babajis like us do. See, my dear children, you know what Bhagavan says in Gita? Trividam narakassedam dvaram nasharam atmanaha kama krodhas tatha lobaha tasmat etatrayam tyajet. Understood? Desire, anger and greed are the 3 gateways to the hell. Therefore, we should leave it, okay? And then somebody comes late and he becomes angry. So, book for hell. See, friends, this knowledge must become part and parcel of our life. Then only it is studied. Otherwise, it is erudition and scholarship. So, Kutasthadeep atishanka syad iti chet ma shankyatam kutastha maikatvetu pramanam nahi vidyate. Now, from here, another important thing is taken. We are studying spiritual life on the foundation of the Veda, Upanishad, Smriti and Shruti Granthas. We are not taking the ultimate authority and somebody wrote somewhere and then that we take the authority, even he said like that, we don't accept. In Bombay, many years before, there was a big group of these lawyers Judges. Judges. This is Swamiji, please come and teach us meditation. 2 sessions we had. Because we are always tense and all that. So I went there. I said, your name is what? Justice Agrawal, is it not? Yes. Do you do justice or you do judgment? There is a difference between justice and judgment. Actually, you know what you said is right, but we function under the laws of the country. We cannot go beyond that. So our decisions are based on a foundation. In other countries it may be there, but in our country this is the rules and regulation, we have to follow that. Exactly the same way, whatever we are discussing, our authority is Upanishad, Gita, Mahabharata, Ramayana. That is our authority. Nobody in our religion says, go there then, don't come here. See, please remember, spiritual practice is not trying to prove, trying to convert, trying to change. No. See, Kutasthadeep adhishanka syat ma shanketa. Kutastha maikatvetu pramanam nahi vidyate. There is no authority which declares that Paramatma is an illusion. No, it is not. Vastutvam ghoshayanti ataha vedanta sakala api sapatna rupam vastvanya sahate sahanti atra kinchara. Therefore, all the scriptures, all the Upanishad, they declare this Kutastha Chaitanya, our essential nature is divine, and therefore you are not a sinner. Our Upanishad says, Amrutasya putraha. You are the descendant of the divinity. See, friends, you are not sent to the hell and heaven. If you do this thing, you will go to hell. This happened with me in US once, many years ago. I was comfortably walking in the parking lot. My friend was going to the shop and buying something. So it was winter, nice bright sun. So I was walking. One person came and he stopped. He said, are you Indian? I said, yes. Any objection? He said, no. Are you Hindu? I said, yes, I am Hindu. Do you believe in Jesus? I said, no. I believe in Lord Jesus. He's not your pal. Okay. So if you believe in him, then you are a Christian. I said, yes. But you said just now you are a Hindu. I said, yes. How it is? I said, latest technology, 2 in 1. When I said this, he became frustrated and cursed me. You will go to hell. I said, excuse me, where will you go? If you are going to heaven, I will prepare hell. Friends, this frightening is not the creed of our Vedic knowledge. Discover your divinity. Like scientific discovery, science does not create the laws of nature. We create the in-laws. They are unnatural. Therefore, we suffer. See? Therefore, all the Vedanta Upanishad very distinctly declare Vastutvam, this Kutastha Chaitanya, the absolute reality is our essential nature. And this is the essence of all the Upanishads. Be attentive. And the essence of all Upanishads is Bhagavad Gita. And the essence of Bhagavad Gita is the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And the essence of the 15th chapter is the 15th verse of Bhagavad Gita. See? Mattaha sruti jnanam apohanancha vedesya sarvai ahameva vedyaha. I alone support waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. Therefore, what is worthy of knowing in this world is who is this I. And thereafter Bhagavan tells that Yasmat Ksharamati Tuham Aksharada Vijottamaha Atosmi Loke Vedeja Pradita Purushottamaha. This Purushottama, the ultimate reality, what is referred here as the Kutastha Chaitanya. Now, after having said this, Bhagavan Krishna concludes. Iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam mayanaga etar buddhva buddhimansya krutakrutyascha bharata. Hey Arjun, this is guhyatama shastra. This is called as infinitive, comparative, superlative. Good, better, best. Guhya Shastra is you should not hurt others, you should respect the parents, you should not do this thing. This is the how to conduct our day-to-day life when we are living in a society. That is called as Guhya Shastra, Dharma Shastra. Then second is Guhya Tara Shastra, comparative. No, our life is not limited only in this body, but it is beyond. If you do bad, you go to hell. If you do good, you go to the heaven. And again you will be born, again you will die. So the second step is Guhyatara Shastra. Improve yourself. That is the Upasana Shastra. Then Guhyatama Shastra, ultimate. Ultimate is, who is this I? Iti Guhyatama. So, etar buddhva buddhimansya, and this has to be only recognized, nothing to be done. Etar buddhva buddhimansya. What is the result of spiritual fulfillment? Is krutakrutyascha bharata. There are no loose ends left in our life. Life is completely fulfilled. That is what our happy mantra says, na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Life is complete. Fulfillment in life, to make it easy to understand, I will give an example which will be easily comprehensible by you. This is just an example. I have 7 daughters. 6 of them found out they are stupids and got married. 7th one was dumb. And my only worry was, unless she gets married, my life is not complete. Oh God. So wherever I used to go, only in search of a groom or a broom for her. I don't know what is the right word. So I went somewhere for a funeral. There also, we hike him. And after few struggle here and there, I could find out a boy and got her married, and thereafter, now, all that is to be done is done. Etar buddhva buddhimansya. Life is fulfilled. Like when we eat food, eat to eat, and then from inside the siren comes, not Omkar, but Dakar. Oh, etar bhuktva bhuktimansya. Having eaten, now no more. That fulfillment is God realization. So, Sakala api Vedanta atra vastutvam ghoshayanti. Therefore, this Kutastha Chaitanya that we are talking about is the reality, and it is not that we are talking about imaginary thing by the Kutastha Chaitanya. No. Shrutyartham vishadi kurumo na tarkan vashmi kinchana tena tarkika shankana atra ko avasaraha vada. Therefore, we are discussing the scriptures, and therefore we have to understand our logic should fall to prove our scriptures, not to deny our scriptures. See, friends, Atindriya Vishaye Vedaha Pramanam, it is said, those topics which are beyond the scope of our sense organs, mind and intellect, for those topics, scriptures or Veda are the authority. If we don't accept that, world cannot be what it is today. For example, if we are accepting that As long as the life is, everything is okay. If we die, nothing happens. Then, on what ground can we talk about we should do good karma? If we are taken the loan, we should return it. Take as much as you want, enjoy. After you die, who cares? See, friends. So if you don't return your debts, in the next life, you will be blessed with a son and he will loot you completely. Oh God. One person asked me this question, a Marwadi one, in Sikkim. He said, Swamiji, I don't know what to do. I said, don't do it if you don't know. Then his wife said, Swamiji, I will tell you. He has spoiled our son. Now he is complaining. I said, look here, give me food first. Afterwards I will talk on that. Never forget the goal of life. So we had our food. Then he said, Swamiji, I will tell you. Don't listen to her. He took me to the bedroom, opened one store well, Godrej kind of almirah. Opened. He said, I know you, therefore I am not afraid. Those days, only 100 rupees notes were there. 200, 500 were not there. It was all packed cash notes, bundles. He said, my son knows this. And every now and then, Dad 5,000, Dad 2,000. And if I say, what for you want, you are taking again and again. He says, Dad, is this the number of the income tax officer? Now tell me, what should I do? Should I protect my money or should I protect my son? I said, protect money. See? But then the question came, Swamiji, why this is happening? My friends' children are not like that. Why my son is doing like that? In the last life, you have taken the loan, you have not returned. Therefore, now it is with double interest, no pay. So what will happen? The quality of our life will improve. Therefore, if we go on telling, but nobody has in the last life, nobody has in the next life, then we don't want to talk to you. Therefore, tarketa, ma kutarketam. Don't go into the negative logic. Tasmat kutarkam santyajya mumukshu shruti macayet shrutau tu mayaya jivesho kuratviti pradarsitam. Therefore, mumukshu, if you really want fulfillment in your life, then tasmat kutarkam santyajya. Don't get lost in wrong logic. See, logic is the most detrimental thing. Our Narad Bhakti Sutra, there is one sutra where it is said, Vado na avalambya. Never take refuge in logic and reason. Keep quiet, I don't know. Therefore, this is the most powerful mantra. Don't have to tell everything to everybody. I don't know. Who are? And we are not obliged to know everything. See, we are not here as, even in our children's schools, they have got 100 questions and it is written, 1 out of the 100 you reply. And why should we reply every question? I don't know. See, we are not obliged. Otherwise, we get lost into argument logic and ends up in nothing. Therefore, our scriptures very clearly tells it is the Maya which has created Jiva and Ishvara. Now apply this knowledge in yourself. See, you can discover both. There is an experience. That experience creates an experiencer. It is an experience of misery. We become miserable. If we become miserable, we are the Jiva, we are the soul. There is the experience of misery. We go through the experience, but we do not become miserable. We are Ishvara. This is what the simplest thing we told you. Experience without experiencer. Knowledge without knower. Now what you have to do? Nothing. So somebody tells, oh, you are so beautiful, And don't take it seriously. They were joking. See? But we get carried away by what people say. We are what we are. We don't require any certification for that. Therefore, our scriptures very clearly tells that the same reality is creating both the God and the Creator and the created. Having come to this, now we are toward the conclusion. Ikshanadi praveshanta srushti isha kruta bhave jagradadis vimokshanta samsara jiva katrikaha. Now, what is the God's creation and our creation? A girl is created by God, so she is born. That girl is God's creation. Out of that girl, how many are born? A daughter is born for the father. A mother is born for her child. A sister is born for her brother. See? God's creation, woman, no problem. Problem are because of the daughter, because of the wife, because of the mother. So what should be the spiritual practice? Play your role. If you are in front of your elders, keep quiet, don't argue, don't logic. Okay, and do whatever you have to do. Old people cannot understand anything, okay? Make it very clear. Don't try to prove. No, Dad, it is not like that. But Dad is 1857 model. And you are 1942 model. How big gap is there? Don't argue. No, okay, go ahead and do what you want to do. You will be in peace. Similarly, if you are the mother, just pretend you are listening to your daughter. Don't get involved. Okay, go ahead. In short, do not bargain with your peace of mind. See, Ramayana you have heard, is it not? Once I was in Melbourne, Australia, and there you might have heard the name of Ramesh Bhai Oja. He is a very great speaker and a good friend of mine. So he was also there. So he said, my satsangi, will you come? I said, I went there. Then he was sitting, one chair was given to me. So I mean, you speak something to them. He was talking probably in Hindi or Gujarati. So I said, okay, tell me what is the topic you are talking? We are talking on Ramayana. So you talk on Ramayana. I said, how much is the time? Because once we start, we don't stop. He said, no, 10 minutes. I said, more than enough to confuse. My approach to life is very simple. Either convince or confuse. If you are convinced, you have no question. If you are confused, you start inquiring. So I said, now look here. You all have heard Ramayana for so many years. But one message you have not understood, nor anybody told you. So all were excited. You see, what is that? See, what is the story of Ramayana? Dasharath ji died because of Ram. When Rama was sent to the forest, he could not take it and he died. What is the message? When your son is directly avatar of the Narayana, become the cause of death of the father, your children are kabutar, pigeons. What do you expect from them? This is the message of Ramayana. Therefore, don't get too much involved in this world. We are here for our spiritual evolution. If that is forgotten, then all that we have been doing is only wastage of time. So, what is the God's creation? Ikshanadi praveshanda srishti ishakruta bhave. God created the world and he thought, what is this world without me? And therefore he entered the world and became the jiva, etc., etc. So that is the God's creation. Then jagradadi vimokshanta samsara jiva kartruka. Then what is our creation? Our creation is waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi, achievement, failure, relations and joy, sorrow. This is our creation. In God's creation, there are no problems. In our creation, there are no solutions. Now you decide. Where do you want to live? Therefore, what should be the optimum? Optimum should be live in God's creation and play the drama of our creation. See, only drama, Karnataka. And how to do that Natak drama? Remember only this much. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. Where are you now? In satsanga. When? During satsanga. What you should be? Only satsangi. That is not heard. Because the mind has already gone somewhere. My friends, this is the highest spiritual practice. Therefore, we have to get out of our creation and enter the divine creation. Asanga eva kutastha sarvada nasta kaśchana bhavati atishaya tena manasevam vicharyata. Therefore, what should be the reflection, contemplation? Manasi evam vicharyata. What is that? Kutastha asanga eva. We are unattached to anything. We don't have to do anything. That is our natural state. Same example, vision is not attached to any color and form. Mind is not attached to any thought. We are not attached to the childhood body, teenage body, middle-aged body. Attachment is an illusion. If we are attached to the body, we will not go to sleep. See? We are not absolutely attached to the body, therefore even in the satsang we go to sleep. That is the greatness. There was two people sitting in front, Bombay and one was the descendant of Kutasthadeep and other was having a Dunlop pillow factory, sitting next to each other. After my lecture started, not even 1 or 2 minutes, but he switched off. And the pillow was there, Dunlop round figure, no sharp edges. So now the Dunlop pillow was feeling very bad, so he moved like this thing. But Kumbhakarna was born Kumbhakarna, put their hand. I was watching that. What a joy it is. After the lecture was over, Kumbhakarna was the first to wake up. And he said, Swamiji, you are awesome. I said, very few people can recognize this. Now the Dunlop pillow was so angry. Swamiji, you saw him, he was. I said, look here, what for you have come for satsang? To become miserable or to be happy? I am fool. He got already happiness. You are still struggling. Therefore, those who sleep in the satsang, I respect them most. They never find out any mistake. See, friends, therefore, asangaha kutastha. We are not attached to anything. Attachment is an illusion. Recognize this. From everything. This cross example becomes easy. Nothing is attached. When we are not attached to our waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi, nothing we are attached. They come and go. To what extent this absence of attachment to be recognized? To the extent of the space. Space supports all the 4 elements, but never get disturbed, attached by them. See, slowly and steadily we will discover 3 principles. Number 1, if we are practicing this non-attachment as our absolute natural state, worldly possessions will not be a burden on our mind. Only you have to understand, when we go to sleep, do we carry our wealth and bank balance with us in the sleep? We don't carry. Because we are not attached. Because we are not attached even to our own body. Then in the dream we have got good and bad thing. There also we are not attached. Then in the deep sleep, there also we are not attached. Meditation, there we are not attached. In short, non-attachment is our natural state. Attachment is fake. See? Recognize this thing only. Asangoham, 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 punah punah. Therefore, manasi evam vicharyata. Reflect on this again and again. And thus, we will stop reacting and commenting on this world. And for that, our happy mantra is, Dekho suno, you are in this world, mat bolo, no comments. When we practice this, we will remain always at peace. And friends, if we are at peace with ourselves, we will be at peace with the whole world. If we are at war with ourselves, we will be at war with everywhere. Therefore, manasi evam vicharyata, reflect on this. Then only it is spiritual practice. And then what is the ultimate? This is one of the most favorite verse of mine. Na nirodho na chu utpatti na baddho na cha sadhakaha na mumukshurve na muktaha iddesha paramarthata. 6 things drop. Na nirodho na chu utpatti, nothing is created, nothing is dissolved. Na baddho na cha sadhakaha, nobody is bound and nobody is liberated. Nobody is a seeker and nothing is sought. This is the ultimate. Mana eva manusyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho bandhaya vishayasaktam muktam vinvishayam smrutam. In the Upanishad it comes. This mind is creating all the troubles. Our mind only says, I think I am not lucky enough, I am very unfortunate, I should have got admission there, but I could not get admission, so I am in bondage. And then we come to know, thank God I did not get admission, I was. You know, there Ahmedabad flight accident. There was one girl who was supposed to go by the same flight to USA. And because of the traffic jam, she could not reach the airport on time. She missed the flight. So she was so frustrated. See, what is mom, crying. And when it came, thank God. See, friends, if everything we have to do, leave something for him. Everything we have to do, leave something for him. Therefore, nothing ever has happened. Neither we have the experience of birth, nor growth, nor death, nor absence. What sadhana will you do tell? Neither are we born, nor we grow, nor we die, nor we experience our absence. Now this experience, is it through the eyes or ears or nose or the mind? Is it an emotion? Is it a concept by the intellect? No. Neither we are objective, nor we are emotional, nor we are conceptual. In being, none of these things are valid. Ittesha paramarthata. This is the ultimate truth. Upanishad says, Mayeva sakalam jatam, Mai sarvam pratishtitam, Mai sarvam layam yati tad brahmatvayam. Everything is born in me, everything is contained in me, everything goes back to me. This solid space is our essential nature. Avang manasagamyantam shrutir bodhayitum sada jiva visham jagatvapi samashrita prabodhe. Now the question comes, What is the purpose of the Jiva, the soul, the Ishvara, the controller, the world? What is the purpose of all these things? It is said, Avang manasagamyam tam, that which does not fall in the purview of sense organs, mind and intellect, to make that reality available to us as for essential nature, the scripture use these three principles, Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara. Where we live is the world, Jagat. Who is living? The Jiva. And who is the controller of the Jiva and Jagat is the Ishvara. Now, slowly start recognizing what? We have no control over the world. You can't do anything with the world. Is like this. We have no control on the Ishvara also. He is the creator. Then our sadhana will begin. Now we have to work on ourselves. Now how do we work? Learn from every experience. Who are we essentially? See, we have the date of birth of a child because the body is born. Do we have the experience of birth? Nobody has. And yet, happy birthday to you. Who is born? Nobody has. And you must have seen your Kundalini, Kundalini what you call. On that, they will be writing the date and time of birth. Observe this. No time of birth is a round figure. 8:37. Except two, Bhagwan Ram and Bhagwan Krishna, born at Coimbatore. Dot. See? So once I asked one nurse in that department, I said, Mama, it is for my general knowledge, don't become angry. No. I said, you people give the time of birth. This child number 420, born at 8:37. Write on the paper and you. How do you decide exactly 8:37? When the head is coming or the tail is coming, when halfway or complete, when it is a cesarean operation, how do you decide? So perfectly. She said, I will tell you the truth. If we tell born at 8 o'clock, nobody will believe us. But if we say 8:37, and on the basis of that bluff, your kundali prepared, and their marriages are fixed, and all the biggest bluff of the world. See, neither the child knows when born, neither we experience we are growing. Nobody has the experience we are growing. It is the society tells us when a girl is growing and small kids ask that girl, Auntie, what is the time please? She becomes angry. Don't call me Auntie, Didi. Buddha. Therefore, neither have we the birth, experience, growth and death. And yet we are unnecessarily suffering for what is not there. So, avam manasa gamyam tam shrutir bodayitum sada. Therefore, to make us realize our own essential nature, these are the three topics. Technically, it is called as Tatparya Nirnay. Tatparya Nirnay means what in English? Moral of the story. You might have heard various stories in these Hitopadesh, animals talking to each other. So, those stories are meant for conveying something. Like there is one story of so many, one just example, give you example. There was a crow and a fox, both gunning. So the fox called the crow, come for dinner, supper. Okay. Now what the fox did? He gave the soup on a plantain to the crow and let's eat. Now the fox can take, crow cannot take. It's a liquid and on a flat surface. And he was laughing and enjoying. Then next day, the crow said, now tomorrow you come to our house. The crow goes there. The fox goes. Crow gives soup in a test tube. So there now the fox cannot take because he can't put his mouth inside the test tube. This is the story. Now if somebody asks a question, but how come the fox and the crow talk to each other? If somebody asks this question, shoot him dead. What is the moral of the story? Moral of the story is crooked people can be dealt with only crooked ways. See? Shatha shattena dandena. Therefore, to indicate this reality, this is called technically as Tatparya Nirnay or moral of the story. So the moral of the story is, in the relative world, relativity appears but does not exist. North, east, west, south, are they real? Only space is real. Husband, wife, mother, father, in-law, outlaw, they are real. No, man or woman is real. Either man or woman is real, or the mind is real, mind is real. Either mind is real or life is real, life is real. Either life real or that which is expressing as life, that is real. This is the step-by-step inquiry, then only the truth is revealed. Yaya yaya bhavet pumsam vipatti pratyagatmani sa saiva prakriya syat sarvityacharya bhashitam. Therefore, this is the most beautiful statement. By whatever way, if you can return back to your own divine nature, that is right. We are not telling you, do this japa, go to this temple, do yoga, do pranayama. No, no, no. Whichever way you are able to come back to yourself, that is right. And anything that will make you extrovert and run away from yourself, you are a samsari. And what will be the best thing for us? Silence. Silence is not external. We may be in a crowd, but we are not disturbed. Silence doesn't mean, you must have seen many people observe silence and keep a paper and a pencil with you. Babaji, what do you want? I want coffee. I give you coffee. Maunam. There is no sugar. Don't do that dumb thing. When needed, do talk. When unwanted, don't talk. For that, I give you the rule. Before we talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? My friends, I guarantee you, in 99% cases, we will reply ourselves, no need to talk. But then we can't stop it. Like, when the vomit and we talk. And thereafter we regret. I don't know why did I say like this thing. See? So, yaya yaya bhavat pumsam vitpatti pratyagatmani. This is a simple technique. We are not here to improve anybody. We are here only for a time pass. When you are having time pass, we don't want realization. We don't want samsara. Just go through the life till the life is. That's it. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Otherwise, we become miserable and frustrated. Swamiji, since I am doing meditation, my mind is very disturbed. Why should I do? Don't do meditation. But my guru told me to do meditation. Then do meditation. But I can't do meditation. Then don't do meditation. What will happen to guru? Don't worry about it. You relax. Will he not curse me? Let him curse. Curse us. देखो संतो श्रुति तात्पर्यम अखिलम अबुद्ध्वा ब्रह्मते जड़ः विवेकी तु अखिलम बुद्ध्वा तिष्ठति आनंदवारिधौ. See, jadaha, the dull-witted, dumb people, not recognizing the moral of the story. What for the things are told, not recognizing this, they are constantly frustrated, all the time talking about last life, this life, next life. See friends, so far we have studied, we are not brought papa, punya, dharma, adharma, going to hell, going to heaven. No. Because when you are inquiring about the truth, nothing will is required to be involved. See? Therefore, in our morning text, we have seen right from the beginning, death is a big bluff. Nobody ever died. Nobody ever born. That is the ultimate. So, Shruti Tatparyam Akhilam Avudva Brahmate Jadaha. So, not recognizing this, people are unnecessarily destroying their life. Viveki tu Akhilam Buddhva. But the man of discrimination and wisdom, he knows this is a big drama going on. Therefore, all problems are dissolved only by one word, Rama Leela, Krishna Leela. In Leela, everything appears to be happening, but nothing is happening. Or therefore, Tishtati Anandavaridhau. Can you imagine, Maharaj, why you are so quiet? I am feeling very bored. Why? Since I am realized I am feeling bored. If somebody claims to be realized and frustrated, अच्छा हो गया नहीं realized. Don't get lost in that. Therefore, Anandavaridho, the highest spiritual practice, therefore, according to our thing is, be happy. Instead of being happy, we want to become happy. It can never happen. Maya mego jagan neelam varshatu eshe yata tata chidakasya se no hanyan navalame iti. Like all the clouds may burst open, nothing happens to the space. In the same manner, all good and bad experiences, waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi, comes and goes, nothing happens to me. That's it. This experience of yours, this is self-realization, God realization, whatever name you give. You cannot explain what this experience is like. That's all. Chidakasya no hani navalava iti. There is nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Imam Kutasthadeepam yo anusandate nirantaram swayam Kutastharupena dipyate so nirantaram. Therefore, this text, Kutasthadeep from Panchadashi, the 8th chapter, study again and again. The whole thing is available on the YouTube. Make it a rule. The same talk you listen morning, evening. Slowly, all the webs will be removed, and slowly the vision will be clear. We are all suffering because of the cataract. Vision is already there. The doctors, they don't create vision, they only remove the cataract. In the same manner, study of scripture doesn't make us divine. Only our wrong notion about us, they are removed. Let the divinity surface and discover fulfillment in our life. With this we conclude. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate